Do people celebrate Halloween out here? Is it just too spooky? Welcome back to Soul Quest. Let's talk about celebrating Western holiday in China. Now, we all love Christmas, but when it comes to dinner, that is the most stressful time during the whole event. Either you have to prepare your homemade meal, or either wait 2 hours in line in Walmart, try and get yourself some rotisserie chicken. But what if I tell you, you only have to buy the person you care about or either your family a piece of apple and they'll be happy. Now, if you wait till the end of the video, I'll tell you some of the weird customs they do celebrate during the Western holiday. When it comes to China's culture or either pop culture, I feel like there's a lot of misinformation in the Western media. Either they're definitely misinformed because the headline is a bit wonky, or either they intently misinform themselves in order to get a better headline. Now, long story short, Western holiday is allowed in China. Hell, it's even mainstream and they made it a whole new type of business out here. It's actually getting more headlines by the year, and more malls are participating and decorating their places in order for people to shop more. Now, of course, they don't celebrate all a Western holiday, but some of the most popular one is Christmas, Halloween, and New Year's. Yes, New Year's, because it's not 100% celebrated here in China because they do have their own New Year. But of course, when it comes to expat bars out there, they will still celebrate minor Western holidays. Now, the way the locals celebrate Western holiday is just going to malls in general, because during these times, the mall will be fully decorated either for Halloween or either Christmas, because those are the most popular one out here for Chinese people. And the best way to celebrate is to take pictures of themselves with all the decoration presented by the mall. And sometimes they do have free events here and there for people to enjoy as well. Most of the common one is just an open mic. So basically they hire a couple college students and then sing Christmas song or either classic Chinese song with a whole Christmas decoration. But the main reason why these malls would spend so much money on these decorations is, of course, money. Now, or during these times, a lot of shops would often have Christmas themed gifts, or either restaurant would have Christmas themed ticket. And of course, we can't forget our brother Taobao. During these times, they would have other minor discounts, either for clothing or either decorations. It's a great time for you to buy your decoration gifts early, prepare for the gifts and decoration, because 1 week before Christmas, the price are all going to be jacked up. And the price of Apple will also be triple the price as well. Now, why did I talk about Apple? And no, I'm not talking about the Apple products, but the real Apple itself. Because during this time, a good way for people to celebrate Christmas is to give each other Apple. I think there is like a saying, whenever you give someone Apple, it's supposed to be good luck, but it's on the screen right over here. But yeah, in general, you don't really have to worry too much about giving gifts to your colleague or either your boss or maybe your friends. Just give them a piece of Apple and wrap it with a ribbon and they'd be happy. And the last way local people celebrate Western holiday, either from Christmas, Mardi Gras, or either Halloween, is through the nightlife. Now, during these time, there would be tons and tons of parties out there mixed up with local expats and local people out here in China. And typically the tickets is about like 50 up to 100, but most of them are usually free. Now let's talk about the most important person in the world, and that is you. How do local expats celebrate Western holiday out here in China, and what can they do? Now, first of all, if you are an expat working in China, you do not get days off during these days, unless if you already have good rapport with the school or either private school. And during this time, it's a great time for you to celebrate in local expat bars, because these are the places that usually have grand celebrations when it comes to Halloween or either Christmas. Now, since we're almost at the end of the video, I'm going to give you the highlights of each Western holiday out here in China. First, let's talk about the New Year's. Now, of course, New Year's is still celebrated around the world, but China have their own New Year, so they usually skip out on the whole New Year kind of deal. But you as an expat can go to many beaches out there. In every city, they do have that one specific beach where people just let out all their fireworks and it looks hella beautiful. Now, when it comes to like city like this in Shenzhen, firework is definitely not allowed, and if the police see you, it could get into a bit of a trouble, unless if you go to like Guanming area or Yantian, where there's like a bit more lax vibe out there, less people. I think you can still do your fireworks out there. Next, let's talk about Christmas. In general, Christmas is a place where you kind of celebrate with your local friends in like expat bars or other small bars out there. And during this time, there's gonna be a lot of decorations in the mall, and it's the best time for you to take Instagram selfie or other pictures in general. Next, let's talk about Halloween. I would say Halloween China is a bit unique, because back in the States, You want to like hunt for candies in the rich area, knock every houses, and then that's how you fill up the bag. But in here, you go to shops to get your candies instead of going to apartment, because you're not allowed to knock on random apartments and ask for candy, because not only that is dangerous as a kid, but of course it's just gonna annoy the neighbors since it is apartment. So usually for the youngins, they would dress up as nurses, witches, or either pirates, and they would go from shop to shop instead of apartment to apartment or the house to house. And typically places like Starbucks, cafes, or either restaurant just like this, they would have little candy prepared for the kids. It's a great way for them to promote the business and also entice other people to buy stuff from their shops as well. And usually this event happens in community type mall or community type shop, not like a business type mall or grand malls out there. If you are an adult, you're not gonna be able to participate in the event, but you can participate in the parties around the clubs or either bars, because at this time there's gonna be a lot of cosplays, and especially if you are like age 20 to like 30, I think this is the best time for you to party with your cosplay out here, because the cosplay in China is definitely wild. Unfortunately, it's not all sugar and candies. If you are an ESL teacher working in China, they might squeeze your tits out until you run out dry, because during these Western holiday, it's a grand time for them to promote their ESL business, and they would have you dress up as Santa or either an elf if it's during Christmas, or during Halloween, they would like ask you to dress up as a vampire and then make you work overtime and host a Halloween event. And I remember when I was working in the training center, I had to do a pumpkin carving session. It's like an extra 3 hours during Halloween. And I was just thinking to myself, why can't I just relax during Western holiday instead of working overtime? And at that time I was also stressing out because every kid have their own knife, and if they mess up, it might be on me. Now for the last one is Valentine's. Now if you have a partner in China, rest in peace, because you're gonna have 3 Valentines and your wallet is gonna be as dry as the Sahara Desert. There's gonna be a lot of promotions for makeup or either cakes in general. And in malls, there's gonna be a lot of decoration. Everything's gonna be in pink, and there's gonna be like hearts everywhere. But yeah, in conclusion, people celebrate Western holiday out here. Hell, it's even like a mainstream thing to do and a popular thing to do. And that's about it. If you have any question, comment down below. I'll try to reply to you as soon as possible. Until next time, SoulQuest logging out. Peace.
Solo